Tonight, deputies say 3 men ditched a car load of weapons and drugs during a chase that happened last night.
Yeah, it happened just before midnight in the 3300 block of Creston Drive. This is on Houston's north side. Those suspects are still on the run. Jason Miles live from Precinct 1 Constable's office with more. So, Jason, how did all of this start?
Well, more on that in a minute. I just learned late today that this chase could be related to a deadly home invasion. As I said, more on that in a bit. But first, what deputies found at the end of this chase. Precinct 1 says the driver of this old Buick kept going when a deputy tried to pull him over. Sirens blared as the chase weaved through a northeast Houston neighborhood. But a dead end brought an end to the brief pursuit, and dash cam video shows the driver and 2 other men quickly bailed.
We had 3 individuals, black males, that ran into the woods.
The men got away, but deputies say they left a lot behind. Take a look at the cache of weapons recovered from the car, including a shotgun, handguns, and rifles, one with a bump stock making it fully automatic. Another evidence photo shows you what else deputies say they found: pot, meth, crack, powder cocaine, pills, and some cash.
We have 2 individuals that ran east and 1 individual that ran north from our location.
While the constable's office works to track down that trio, the Harris County Sheriff's Office is investigating a possible connection to a deadly home invasion not far away on United Street. They say several masked men barged into a home and shot the victim before ransacking his house. And obviously, given the circumstances of that deadly home invasion, these guys should be considered armed and dangerous. Call the constable's office, call the sheriff's office, call any law enforcement agency with any information on either of those crimes. Reporting live downtown, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.